Hi fans of high quality entertainment. It's usually my other cat Jinx behind me, so I thought I'd show you my other cat Mittens, who isn't in too many videos. Today I'm ranking the Rolling Stones album covers. And usually I don't include greatest hits or live albums, but in this case I have a couple of greatest hits album covers, and I believe it's just one, maybe two live albums. So here we go, from my least favorite to my favorite, and I would love your thoughts on your favorite and least favorite Rolling Stones album covers. Now this was actually I think the first video I did where, ranking album covers, but there's no audio or anything, I just did the video. So now I'm going to play the video and try and keep up with everything here. So my least favorite is Steel Wheels. What a stupid, boring cover. That's all I have to say about that one. And this is one of their greatest hits packages, one of their recent ones. It's so... it's like Keith Richards approved that, Bridges to Babylon, kind of, I don't know, don't like it. Voodoo Lounge is okay. It's not a terrible cover, but it's kind of neat in a way, actually. So these album covers are at least okay. And that one's okay, although I gotta pause this for a second here. I don't like it when it's a band and then there's just one member on the cover. I remember years ago, Bachman Turner Overdrive. It would be just Randy Bachman on the cover for the album Head On. It's like, no, this is a band. Undercover, it's, partially naked woman. That's about the only positive thing about it. Emotional Rescue, kind of an X-ray kind of a thing. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool. What I like about that is it just says Aftermath. It doesn't say the Rolling Stones, because most people would know, oh, that's the Rolling Stones, just seeing the cover. And it's a good band shot. These are all good band shots. I believe that's their first or second album there. And it's these are all great. I really like this one the best of the group photos. And even the text doesn't, ruin the cover. There's their first album, English Newest Hitmakers. That's a really nice shot too. It's a good album cover. I like it. And I know this is considered, like a bad album cover. But when it came out in the 80s, it looked okay to me. It's colorful. And still, I don't know. I don't mind it. You have to remember the time that these albums came out. So that goes along with the times, with the fashions and everything. So goat's head soup. I actually prefer the actual goat's head soup photo that was inside, but that's still a cool cover. A Bigger Bang. I always like that. That's really cool. Cool album cover. Of course, Some Girls. There was a lot of controversy when this came out. I think Lucille Ball was one of the people on the cover, and then she sued them or whatever, so they had to take some of the stars' pictures out. But it's a very busy and kind of a cool album cover. I like it. So most of the Rolling Stones album covers are very good. Some Girls. Between the Buttons, I like that one too, with the way it's blurred on the side there, on the sides. Exile on Main Street, which is awesome. Lots of different weird pictures to look at on the front and back. Of course, Beggar's Banquet. That was the original cover that the band wanted, and of course the record company, and you can't blame them, especially at the time, in the late 60s, they did not want that, so they went with... But that, you know, because the Rolling Stones are considered dirty and grimy, and so it's suitable to have that cover. But of course the record company switched it, and it is kind of a classy album cover. It's like you're being invited to the album. Sticky Fingers with on the vinyl, of course, and actually on CD too. They had it at one point, I believe, a few years back. A working zipper. That's right, a working zipper, which would of course ruin the vinyl record. I remember one of my older brothers had this, and it would scratch the record or indent it, which is even worse. One of my favorite album covers, Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, the Rolling Stones in concert with, of course, Charlie and a couple of guitars and a donkey. Really cool painting for It's Only Rock and Roll. Love that. Now, of course, this album cover is kind of a rip-off of the Sgt. Pepper cover, as is the album in a way, but I enjoy both. I enjoy the cover and the album. And of course, the original was in 3D, which makes it even cooler. I've always loved this album cover because Keith Richards looks like he had a rough night. And maybe at that point there, he doesn't even realize he's awake. And this was the very first Rolling Stones album I ever owned on vinyl back in probably 1969, 1970. And so it's always been a favorite of mine. And it's, you know, a greatest hits package, Through the Past Darkly, Big Hits Volume 2. And the original was in that shape, the cover. So octagon or whatever the heck you call it. I just woke up, okay? But I love the band against the glass. And my favorite album cover, the Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed. I just like everything about it. I like the vinyl record with the label that shows the Stones on it, the little figurines of the Stones on top of the, I guess it's a cake, strange looking cake, and just a perfect original album cover. So I would love your thoughts in the comment section below on your favorite and least favorite Rolling Stones album covers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.